Clout chasing is the new promotions. I guess you should have listened to Bob ARUM. Muff knew what he was saying. Terence Crawford, he tags him. You had a chance to make history for your family. You let the boxing world down. Don't call my name unless you really want to fight. It's different at 154. Lions only. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
Don't get mad at me for being who the fuck I really was at the whole time, a long time ago. Crawford? What the hell Crawford had said? Cause I forgot. Man, listen, Crawford all over the place, dog. Matter of fact, we from Texas making Crawford popular. Shout out to the Charlo twins and Errol Spence for making Crawford noticeable in boxing. Because the motherfucker ain't fought in I don't know how long. And I don't know how y'all still got him on pound for pound, but I guess he won some undisputed title when he was at 140. But it's a whole nother level when you take a notch up. Y'all people don't really understand that because at 140, they don't hit the same as 147. And then once you get to 154, oh God, who the king? And I ain't never tested positive for no drugs. I ain't never been on no illegal shit. I ain't never had no problems. And you ain't seen me get dropped and all that other shit and make myself look all whatever foolish. Cause I know y'all just want to talk shit about me, huh? It's been known for my whole career that I don't gotta go back and tell y'all motherfuckers what it is. Yeah, Crawford just jealous. Crawford jealous cause he ain't got no money. Yeah. And I really feel bad for all the stuff that's happening with Balenciaga. But yes, I am signed with Balenciaga, and we're gonna be working on that. I'm gonna be reevaluating a bunch of things and thinking about a bunch of things, and hopefully that we can come to a conclusion. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about that either. I'm focused. I'm a boxer, and I love fashion, and I'm into everything, and I'm into. Thank God, I got a world outside of boxing, and I'm excited for what's going on. All right, facts, big facts. I'll just keep the real player locked in and stable. Crawford, he's scared of Spence, and he don't want to fight because his check ain't right. He want to try to get to the money. Everybody over here chasing the bag. I hear you. I'm chasing the bag for my family too, you know. And the Omaha native, man, I love Omaha, man. It's a beautiful place. It's real cold over there right now. Ain't nobody over there running outside in the cold. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. You better get you an upgraded treadmill that make you feel like you outside because that's not happening around this bitch. I'm in this great state of Texas. The great state of Texas.
Jermell Charlo says that Terence Crawford is jealous. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, you guys heard the clip from Jermell Charlo. He definitely responded to Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has an upcoming fight December 10th. He's been doing some interviews. I guess you can call promoting. I don't really think you can call it promoting because the interviews I'm seeing, Brian Custer, Kate Abdo, DAZN interviews, he's talking more about PBC fighters, which his team says, quote, Crawford leaves Errol Spence in the dust. So it's like, why talk about PBC fighters when you didn't do a deal with PBC? Meanwhile, you're fighting an unknown name, David Evanescence, and people don't know who he is. So if anything, you should be building up, in my opinion, building up that particular fight because that's the guy that no one knows who he is and people are trying to figure that stuff out in the here and now. So, you know, my personal opinion, I think that's needed that he promotes the opponent because, again, this wasn't an opponent that people requested that Crawford fought. It's just what he decided to do. Now, as far as Crawford, you know, Jermell saying he's jealous, I don't know. I mean, I've heard it before. You know, I've heard a lot of people say the same thing, to be honest. What I can say from the outside looking in for sure is that Terence Crawford, the way he talks, what he's saying, the quotes, he does not do a good job of refuting those claims. If people think that, hey, you are jealous, you are envious, what he's saying is not doing a great job of rebuking or rebuttaling those things, you know, because he's saying things that, from my view, my vantage point, and that's what I give you on my channel, they just don't make sense. Like he said, Jermell Charlo is not on his level or Errol Spence's level, but Jermell Charlo has been undisputed, just like Crawford has been undisputed. The big difference is Jermell Charlo's run at undisputed, he went through actual killers. He had to fight some stiff and very stringent, very tough competition to achieve that. Versus Crawford, he did what he had to do, but it's pretty safe to say that it's not the same echelon of competition. I mean, look at the final boss. Terence Crawford had to fight Indongo, who literally, I had only seen one fight of him where he knocked out the Russian dude, Troyanovsky. Never was checking for Indongo before that. I'm just supporting Terence Crawford, and I knew it was all the titles on the line, so, you know, people ran with it. But this wasn't a big fight like Errol Spence and Crawford or anything of the sort. Wilder versus Joshua, it wasn't no mega fight. It was just a fight for him to solidify and become undisputed. So that's the difference. Jermell Charlo, he fought guys that I've watched before I even knew who Jermell Charlo was, right? And guys that I've known about, like John Jackson, who fought Andy Lee and was winning the fight before he got knocked out. Andy Lee has that home run knockout power if you make mistakes, and that's what happened. So I've already watched really all of Charlo's last opponents. Jorge Cota. I mean, he had a great fight after Charlo with Sebastian Fundora. And before Charlo, he had fought against Erickson Lubin. I had been watching, again, Erickson Lubin, who Charlo knocked out in one round. And it took several rounds for a 6'6" Sebastian Fundora, who's an inside fighter, to unlock the same results. So that's the reality of it. The reality is I've seen all of Charlo's opponents and, you know, rated them versus Terence Crawford. Some of the guys he's fought, they weren't like the big names. You're just watching it because you're a fan of Crawford for the most part. So for Crawford to be saying that Jermell Charlo is jealous and mad, I mean, it really doesn't make sense. What would he be jealous and mad? He has become undisputed, just like Crawford has been undisputed. But again, he fought tougher competition to achieve that. And you guys could say whatever you want in the comment section. I know the truth. The truth is not all undisputed runs are created equally. That's just the reality of it. I mean, anyone tells you different is a lie, because for it to be even, you would have to be fighting the same people exactly. And there's no way you could do that because they're in several different divisions and certain guys have been beat, or there's a certain point in time that they're in their specific career when certain guys fight them. You can never duplicate one's career. That's why we're all individuals, because Floyd Mayweather fought Ricky Hatton. You could say whatever you want about Pacquiao. Pacquiao fought Ricky Hatton that was not undefeated versus Floyd Mayweather fought the undefeated Ricky Hatton. These are facts. So it don't matter if Pacquiao knocked him out sooner. He also fought the version had already been knocked out by Floyd Mayweather when they both were undefeated. So that's how careers work. This Charlo, and the other thing that's kind of bothersome, you know, let's be real. Let's break it down, unpack. The thing that's bothersome about Crawford doing it, again, he's fighting David Avanesian in less than 2 weeks. There's no real buzz for it. He's claiming he's making all this money for the particular fight, which I've already made a separate video about it. A lot of that sounds weird or goofy for him to be getting all of the money before he even steps in the ring. That's not how it works in boxing. And that's a weird way to run the business. So there's a lot of questionable things regarding that. But, you know, that's his money, whatever. He's getting 10 mil or whatever he's saying, cool, that's great. But aside from that, it's just not a fight that people are checking for. People aren't hyped to see this fight. That's just the reality of the situation. So the thing is, Crawford is not really even promoting the Avanesian fight at all. He's not. But what he is doing is talking about Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo, two Al Heyman advised PBC fighters, where if you wanted to fight a PBC fighter or continue trash talking, then you could have gave the fans something and actually fought under Al Heyman's banner and fought one of these guys, right? That's why Jermell Charlo, in that passage I read at the beginning, he said you had a chance to make history for your family and you let the boxing world down. So don't call my name. Don't speak my name unless you really want to fight, because it's different in my division at 154. So to me, this is all bizarre from Terence Crawford. You're in negotiations, deep negotiations with Errol Spence. You pull a monkey wrench and say, I'm fighting another guy on another platform that no one knows, the opponent no one knows. And all your current interviews, you're talking about people that you basically left in the dust to pursue something else. So it's getting to the point where I want to hear interviews from Crawford about his actual opponent, because it's becoming a way for him to milk the PBC angle, and he's not fighting a PBC guy. So it becomes, what's the point of really even entertaining or listening to this when you made your decision and your decision wasn't to sign with Al Heyman and or fight on PBC? So it's like you're trying to have the best of both worlds. So that's why it's not looking good for Terence Crawford. Anybody who says anything else is probably a fanatical fan or part of his team or something, a family member or whatever the situation, because you can't make that make sense. You can't not work and do business with Al Heyman and have questions about if you're going to get paid right and things like that, only to choose a lesser known product in BLK Prime with a fight that no one really wants to see. But then in the buildup, in the leading 2-3 weeks, month, every single interview that you're doing, you're talking not about the guy you're actually fighting, and you're picking beefs and mentioning Errol Spence's resume and mentioning Jermell Charlo's not on your level. So it does look like clout chasing, which is what Mel Charlo said. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We unpacked. A lot of people ask me what I use to create content. Things like YouTube thumbnails that generate thousands of views. For the first time ever, the cat is out of the bag. I use Canva Pro, but Canva Pro is so much more than a YouTube thumbnail maker. Use Canva Pro to curate content for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, and a whole lot more. Flyers, flowcharts, you name it, with Canva Pro. Click the affiliate link in the description to get Canva Pro. Many features, elements available to you. Take your brand to the next level. Invest in yourself. It takes money to make money. So sign up for Canva Pro today. Happy creations. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.